I mean, picking the set list today was extremely hard, man. I had to go to Twitter just to make sure I didn't leave nothing out, because I suppose as the artist, you've got a certain catalogue that is your favourite, but then there's fans that have a catalogue of your favourites and everybody has a different opinion, plus there's songs that you've never done live. So I tried to merge the three with what I love. Obviously I love them all, but with what I love, what people love, and what people never get to hear. So that's how I kind of eliminated all my other little children, which hurt me dearly, but we'll survive. Trying to pick a favourite album or mixtape is mad hard, man. It's like asking me who's my favourite child. And you're not allowed to answer that. Not that I have a favourite. But I don't know, I think it varies on how I feel at the time. So in this present moment now, I feel like my album Free To, I would say that today, but tomorrow it would change, just because the music was recorded when I was in a certain frame of mind, and whenever I swing back to that way, that album becomes the favourite again. So yeah. IOU featuring Emily Sandé, just because how the record came about, how long I had stored the idea, and how easy Emily brought it to life. It was like such an incredible session, just the message of the song as well. So IOU, yeah. With Time was on my album Free To. Reason being because my uncle had a stroke. I went to the hospital to see him while he had passed away, and I had a session booked for that day. And you know, I took my mum home, took everyone home, and it was kind of just like my mum kind of wanted to be by herself, so it was like, what am I gonna do? Go home, go studio, making music is what I do. So I went to the studio, told the producers, Mike and Mo, what had happened. Mo starts playing some chords, and it's just the first thing that's rushing to my head is the word time. And I was just thinking about my cousin, my uncle's son, and I was just thinking, he's so young, he didn't get enough time. So then the chorus kind of just came to me like, time won't be on your side like I am, kind of thing. And yeah, literally got half the song recorded, and that one was tears as well, but it wasn't tears like 6 words. 6 words was more tears of joy. I think this one was more, I don't know, it was so much layers of emotion, and just all coming out, because obviously being the guy, the kind of man of the family, I kind of had to make sure I was strong for everyone. But I think that was the moment I was allowed to release. I love pushing the boundaries of English, man. English literature, English language. I love adding more technical aspects to terms that already exist. Like, I'm someone who wants to move forward with it, and yeah, I just want to take people with me on my journey. So whether it's through music or books or whatever, I always start with the chords. Like, I'm such a chord freak, so I'm like, how can we manipulate this chord? Let's remove some notes, add another layer, like, I don't know, filter the sounds, and then play it with the next instrument. And I just try and do some crazy stuff with chords. And then, so I think the next natural progression for me was to probably start trying to do a bit more melodic stuff, should I say, yeah. Just like I touched on earlier, man, I just want people to feel fearless and feel like within our time frame, we've got to push the envelope, like so far, so close to the postbox. Like, we have to be closer to perfection than they was 100 years ago, just so they study us 100 years from now, and then they push the envelope. I think if we get lazy with it, it slows everything down. So I think that's just where my mind's at, and I just hope I'm someone who's remembered for someone who was very selective with which words he uses in his music, and always tried to find cool ways to say new things.